You can see the snow's on the way for tomorrow, some light accumulation. This doesn't look huge, right? And then we're getting colder for the weekend. Prepare yourself. Christmas Eve snow. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, it does look like we might get some. I'm not certain that it's looking like, inches of snow, but hey, a coating of snow, this is what we get these days. These forecasts are pretty tough, right? I miss the days when the cold was deep and reliable. We don't have that much anymore. And that way you knew everybody's going to get snow, and it's just a varying degree, right? Somebody gets a foot, somebody gets maybe less than a foot. But now it's like, coating, maybe an inch or so. So I long for the old days. That's old man talk. Anyway, so let's get into this precipitation tomorrow. It starts off spotty and light and mostly in liquid form. And then as we go through the motions, we start to generate some ocean effect. This is always fickle with the guidance, and we're starting off as rain on Cape Cod, and there's a batch of snow across western Mass. How do these come together? Well, the ocean effect gets going as the colder air is drawn in. It kind of just triggers this ocean effect, and this should go down to the South Shore in the afternoon and into the evening too. Roads could get slick, but this is a very fickle forecast. We are looking at it in Boston starting as rain as well as Cape Cod along the coastline. Beyond 495 is your best chance for seeing snow. And then you could see by 7 o'clock, things start to get a little bit different in terms of snow mixing with the rain, and then eventually changing over entirely to snow. So coating to an inch doesn't sound like much. And again, this is not a promise that all these towns and cities, everywhere we see these colors, will be a coating to an inch or 1 to 2. It's the potential. It's not the promise. So from Lawrence down through Haverhill, through Drake and Tingsboro, back through Bolton and Shrewsbury. I've seen some guidance that was just out of its mind tonight that had like 7 inches of snow. That does not seem plausible because the temperatures are 35, 36 degrees, and it assumed every flake was going to hit, even 6+ inches on Cape Cod. I won't show you that, but I just wanted to share that moment with you. Anyway, 39 for a high tomorrow, 31 in Worcester. You can see where the cold's coming from, southern New Hampshire and the Merrimack Valley. Once that's drawn in, it eventually shuts down the precip tomorrow night. And Saturday, it's just flat out chilly and a bit breezy, although the winds are not fierce. They're cold enough, and they start off Friday night, drawing our wind chills back down into the 20s and teens. This is late Friday night and into the wee hours of Saturday morning. So if we continue that theme on Saturday, it's cold through the day, the wind chills in the teens, and if you're stepping out Saturday night, maybe just for a stroll or going out and reveling a little bit in the season, wind chills will be in the single digits. So our chances for a white Christmas, climatologically speaking, not great. 32% in Boston, about 49% in Worcester, and only 7% on Cape Cod. But there's some hope that we could get maybe a little bit of snow. If you blink, you missed it. That is on Christmas Eve day. A coating is possible. This far out, though, even that's kind of questionable, but we'll put snow showers in there in the forecast. I was being tricky here, and I had like 3 Santas in there, and now I'm seeing 3 hands waving. What I tried to do was make the icon a little bit bolder, so I made 3 copies of it, and you can see what happens. Santa does not have 3 arms.
That's all right. He really likes waving.
He does.